If there's one thing I'm obligated to hate in life, it's him. That's right, if you watch some of my Smash videos, I have quite the rivalry with this guy. One of my sole purposes in life is to beat his ass as hard as I can. Now, who is this guy? His name is... Posh Boyd? I feel like one day he was playing with alphabet soup and these letters combined, and his parents said, "Wow, we should name him this." I think most of you guys would recognize him as the Chevy spokesperson in their Real People Not Actors commercials, which those commercials are the source of my hatred. These commercials push the fact that they call up real people, not actors, very emphatically in their commercials, and promote that the Chevy has won so many JD Power Awards. You'll also be happy to know that in the duration of this video, I will only use pictures from these commercials. I will not use the actual ones, so because I do not want to show those pieces of shit. You can tell they're pieces of shit by their dislike ratios. Hell, even I do better. Is it also unfair to hate him? Yeah, because it's more the role he does that I hate, but I'm still gonna blame him because he's the face of it. That's just how I roll. And for the record, I've actually driven numerous Chevys while testing out new cars and some my friends and family own. And I'll be honest, they're not that good. So hearing about how the best cars ever every single time I try to watch football the last 5 years has been pretty goddamn annoying. And let's take a look at these two claims a little closer in the commercials. For the record, they're mostly bullshit. And pretty much the reason why I will hate this guy is how much bullshit I've found in these two records. The first is that they use real people and not actors. They say this in every single commercial, in which the people who do these sign NDAs about the said commercial and said cars to ensure that the secret remains hidden. One did speak up breaking that NDA, and he claimed it was the oddest experience of his life. He was told he'd be paid $200 to go to the LA Convention Center. While in the waiting room with the other, quote, real people, he thought he might actually be murdered for just how dead quiet and awkward it was. The doors finally opened, and guess who it was? The Chevy prick with their shit-ass cars. All, of course, with a smile on his face. He mentioned that some cameras started rolling in. All these real people happened to magically line up in the right spot just so a commercial could easily be shot. And once these guys were very quiet in the waiting room, they now were dropping all these key buzzwords to promote the Chevy's cars. After 2 hours of this shit, he was given $150 in a Visa gift card and told he'd be mailed $50 later, rather than just a straight $200, which Chevy would probably have. So while not confirmed, it seems like these real people claims is a little doctrined. It's very likely that amongst him was some real people, but also some actors, so you could claim that real people, not actors, did verify these cars. They also filmed for apparently 2 hours, and they had to splice down to about 30-second commercial length. Actually, it's only 10 seconds for how much these guys speak. And I mean, I use this as my video. I usually record a lot of footage and cut it down to just a few minutes worth, so the percent of footage of these guys actually being featured in the commercials is quite low for how much was filmed. It's very easy to make it display the message you're going for. A last note that came up was filming in LA, you have a better chance to run into possible actors and people who would maybe be a little more camera friendly when prompted in a commercial. And they might do such things like they do in the Chevy commercials and make complete ass themselves. These are all 3 possible things that can be used from Chevy's favor to make it seem like these real people really promoting their cars. And good chance that all 3 are actually used in making the commercials. That's my guess at least. Point 2. What the hell is a JD Power Award? Does it stand for just disaster? It should, because that really represent what Chevy's cars are. No, what it is a consumer report website based on independent, unbiased feedback from millions of verified product and service owners. You know what's also exact quote? From me right now. Where I'm about to say, that's fucking bullshit. Or kind of. It is true that Chevy does win the awards they mention in the commercials. It's also true that they will highlight the exact ones they won, and only those ones. They can vary based on the years that they came out, or just the select few awards they did win out of all the ones that JD Power gives out. There's also several that are vague too. For example, Chevy has won the quality awards for least amount of times a car has been returned for its issues. Now, I'll be honest, if your car is just a turd on wheels, there's a chance it won't have many issues either because there's not many parts that will break. If you have an actual decent car, it will have some parts that break, and thus it's very easy for the turd to win that award. Some of these awards being this vague can hurt the value they actually have. JD Power's business model is that companies are required to pay them money in order to say their awards in commercials like the ones Chevy uses, which, considering that they're, quote, unbiased, would make it seem like a little more biased based on the companies giving them money. So does it serve the people that they claim? Yes, they do. But having companies pay to sponsor your awards, and highlighting only the ones they have won and not out of how many, is not that impressive. So throughout my research, while all the details are not technically there, and some of the claims I have proven to be true, there are still so many that are heavily spun to promote this product to be the best it possibly can be, when in reality, it's not that good. And who is the face promoting this product? Fucking Posh Boyd. And that is why I hate the Chevy Guy.